Tonight on KGW News, assessing the damage.
You could hear trees cracking, branches were coming down all over the place.
And cleaning up from the wind and rain as clearer skies move in. Plus,
it just feels kind of like home to me, like everybody knows who I am.
As a community rallies to keep Portland's first and only black-owned tennis club alive. Then, if you think PDX looks nice now, get a hold of what's changing in Phase 2. And later,
it makes me complete, and it makes me feel worth a lot.
A brand new Pacific Storyland featuring local preschoolers and a grandmother now finding new purpose. Good evening and happy Tuesday, everyone, where we're seeing a bit of relief tonight after several days of stormy weather, including inches of rain and plenty of gusty winds. And now looking ahead to what might feel like spring and a midweek warm-up. Sounds good, right? Thanks for joining us. David Molko here, along with Chief Meteorologist Matt Sfino. And Matt, it feels like it is about time.
Yeah, it's going to get chilly overnight tonight, but the afternoon's going to be nice and warm. And things are looking up on the mountain, too. We'll start there. You can even see the stars in the blackness there from our Timberline Lodge sky cam. 24 degrees, 4 inches of new snow, which we needed after a weekend of getting hammered with rain and really solidifying the snowpack. So it's good that we have some fresh snow on top of that. Meanwhile, down in the valley, we've dropped to the mid to upper 30s, 35 in Scappoose right now, 37 Beaverton, Portland still at 42, 36 King City, 37 in Sherwood, and down to 39 over at Tillamook right now. So yes, it is getting cool. Still clear at the moment with 42 degrees, but notice the humidity is coming up, and in fact, over the next couple days, or at least overnight tonight, our biggest threat from the weather is going to be fog. And right now, we really don't have much of any of it forming around town. Visibility dropped to 4 miles up in Kelso and Longview for a bit, but it's risen since then. So far, no fog really forming up in the valleys, but I expect it to in the morning hours, at least some areas of fog, and then sunshine, and we get up to about 60. Notice our sunset tomorrow at 5:54. We're really accelerating the rate of change of our sunsets now. By March 3rd, next week, 6 o'clock, and then, of course, on March 10th, after we go back to daylight saving time, we have post-7 o'clock sunset. So cool mornings and warm afternoons. East winds return tomorrow. More on that in a bit. And weekend showers, but not very many. David?
Folks going to be excited about all of the above there. Thank you, Matt. Meanwhile, the cleanup continues for all the trees that toppled onto power lines, roads, cars, and homes, including nearly 80 on City of Portland property alone. And crews with Multnomah County told us it all stacked up and kept them busy after inches of rain over the weekend.
Lots of water has come down in the last 24 hours. And so while we might be kind of out of that wind event, we're now potentially looking at landslides. So because that soil is so saturated.
Well, speaking of impacts, PGE has made a huge dent in power outages, bringing the total number of customers in the dark now down to under 1,300. Meanwhile, parts of the coast were also hit hard. In Clatsop County, crews came through on Highway 103 that connects 26 to Jewel in the Coast Range with a front loader to help move trees out of the way. According to Pacific Power, hundreds of customers are still in the dark tonight, mostly in areas surrounding Astoria. And speaking of Astoria, it delayed the start of the school day a couple of hours. In Jewel, the whole thing was scrapped due to those wires and trees on the roads. New at 11, the future of Portland's first and only black-owned tennis club is now up in the air with what appears to be a family dispute and a whole lot of history. Catherine Cook's in the newsroom with those details. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, David. The Portland Athletic Club has been a staple in Southwest Portland for nearly 50 years. The owner's sister wants to sell it, and right now she has the power to do so. But other family members close to the club say that's not what the owner would want, and it's definitely not what club members want. At the Portland Athletic Club on Beaverton-Hillsdale Highway, this is the kind of back and forth these tennis players live for.
It energizes me to see my friends here, playing with them, having fun. And it just feels kind of like home to me, like everybody knows who I am.
But behind the scenes, a different kind of volleying match is playing out. One that could mean the end of the club and its 50-year legacy, built by Marion Blackburn.
Marion did the whole thing, and I'm proud of Marion.
Lifelong friend and tennis coach Jack Neer remembers how Blackburn sacrificed to build this place.
He had 3 or 4 jobs. He's always working.
A tennis club where everyone could play no matter the color of their skin. Other Portland clubs had turned Blackburn away because he was black, so he built his own. Neer followed, as did generations of kids.
You had good kids, you see how they develop and come back.
Near misses his friend. So does everyone here, including Blackburn's family, which runs the club now. Blackburn has dementia and is under 24-hour home care. Court documents show that Blackburn's sister, 77-year-old Glenda Hall Blackburn of Federal Way, is his conservator and has been since July. Family members say Hall Blackburn has ignored their offers to buy the club.
I'm just really proud of this place and would like to, for myself and my family, like to keep it in our family. It's really important. And for the community, man, all these little kids playing and growing up here.
Blackburn's grandson, Dominic Waters, isn't giving up, despite what appears to be an imminent sale set to close March 1st. Court documents suggest Hall Blackburn is entertaining an offer from Rex, an indoor pickleball center in Clackamas County, for $4.95 million. Waters says they'd meet that price if only given the chance.
From my perspective, I know my grandfather would give us first right of refusal, or me first right of refusal. He offered me to buy it in 2021. Those are in the court documents as well. I wasn't prepared to do it at the time, and now I am.
In court documents, Hall Blackburn claims the Portland Athletic Club is hurting financially. She also claims that before Blackburn went into dementia, he was aware the business should and would be sold and was at peace with that. Waters says both claims are untrue.
Obviously, there's a thriving business here.
A business where, for now, this back and forth continues. Family members are challenging Hall Blackburn's conservatorship. They're asking the court to consider pausing sale proceedings until that's resolved. We reached out to both Hall Blackburn and Rex Pickleball and are waiting to hear back. David.
Thanks, Catherine. Appreciate your reporting on that tonight. To get you caught up on tonight's other headlines now, a third man has been arrested in connection with an alleged burglary ring police say that's been preying on Portland area businesses for months. According to court documents, Daniel Blue was indicted last week on 11 charges stemming from 3 burglaries in southeast Portland. Investigators say Blue and 2 accomplices broke into 2 pot shops and a Domino's Pizza on the night of September 30th and stole cash and merchandise. The DA's office says Blue is one of more than 10 people they believe are involved in the overall ring. In Clackamas, sheriff's deputies say a teenager was injured Monday evening in what appears to be a gunfight. Authorities say witnesses reported 2 people shooting at each other outside an apartment complex. This was just after 5 in the evening near Southeast Causey and 90th, not far from Clackamas Town Center. Authorities say the injured teen was involved in the shooting itself and was taken to the hospital. Some apartments and at least 1 car were hit by bullets. Witnesses also said they saw 3 men there running away. And a popular firearm used by law enforcement has now been permanently banned at the State Training Academy. Today, the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission says it banned the Sig Sauer P320 after it found evidence the gun can discharge without anyone pulling the trigger. The P320 has been blamed in dozens of cases nationwide in which police officers were struck or nearly hit by rounds that were fired even when their guns were holstered. Sig Sauer has not responded to the new ban, but has previously said the gun cannot be fired without pulling the trigger. In an update now, the second phase of the new main terminal, part of a $2 billion project at Portland International Airport, is starting to take shape. You're looking at what used to be one of the old security checkpoints, now fully exposed to the elements, including the runway and some rain showers on this Tuesday as crews prepare to move new sections of that mass timber roof into place, which means we are now just over a year till we can finally say goodbye to construction at PDX.
The last time we checked in at the new PDX on opening day in August, it was a feast for the senses.
The first thing you'll notice is that the check-in counters have been flipped into islands.
Though the terminal wasn't finished.
The day after phase 1 of the main terminal opened, the project team got to work on phase 2.
Including ripping up the rug in the old TSA atriums, saying goodbye to the old country cat, out with the old and in with the big crane? Yep. Lowering what are called Y columns into place, 55 feet tall each with a 20-foot span, all to support new sections, another 2 acres, give or take, of that show-stopping mass timber roof.
And we're also going to have more comfortable seating added, and we're going to have more shops and restaurants.
Plus, new exit lanes with a straight shot to baggage claim.
The bypasses are going to be gone, so they're going to have new direct routes,
which will look something like this. Right now, everyone funnels into the heart of the terminal, then jockeys out through the check-in islands. Next year, construction areas filled in. It'll get a whole lot simpler.
The reason why this was a phased opening, it allowed us to do this project without ever closing the airport for a day.
Yeah, phase 2 of PDX set to open in just over a year. It'll add new lounges, 2 brand new meet and greet areas for arriving passengers with, of course, the iconic 1988 carpet. You knew there had to be more, right? We'll keep you posted on this.